We are live. We're going to be going over TikTok organic and paid ad strategies. Ask your questions below. Welcome, everyone. That's just now tuning into live. We haven't gone live in a few weeks now. We're going to be going over new TikTok strategies organically and through paid ads. The algorithms have been changing. So there's a lot of new strategies. And as more people get onto TikTok, there's a lot of new stuff that's happening. Hello, welcome. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're live on both YouTube and TikTok. Somebody commented top G. Nice. Welcome, everyone. Do you have a good product research method? We don't specifically do any product research ourselves because we're not drop shipping or like building e-commerce stores. But if I was to go look at product research, first step would be looking at TikTok videos, seeing what products are going viral, seeing what people are actually doing to get results. How to get sales in an organic way for a clothing brand. Happy Friday. Welcome. What's up? What's going on? Hi, everyone. That's a good question. So for a clothing brand, if you're going to get results organically through TikTok videos, one, you should share a founder story. Two, you should do like videos of like apparel hauls where you're like changing and doing different styling trends. The third one is like using that clothing and actually relating it back to a specific time period. If you're like doing streetwear, then you should do like fashion trends for streetwear and show like a celebrity that's like doing a fashion trend and then relating it back to like your product and showcasing how your styles are very similar or they're wearing it or anything that's related to that, because that's going to leverage somebody else's credibility and draw it back into your videos, which is very viral driven. We see those strategies work all the time. How are you, bro? Prop G, doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you? Welcome, everyone who just joined. Lots of people are joining in. We're going over TikTok organic strategies and TikTok ad strategies. Happy Friday. How do I know when I'm spending money on ads and it's not worth it? If you're spending money on ads and you're not getting any results the first week, I wouldn't worry too much. You have to go through the testing period to see how many purchases you are getting. Even if you're not profitable, if you hadn't optimized yet, that's still totally fine, because once you are optimizing and improving the audiences, getting down to your best performing ad, and you start to become profitable, that's when it's, good. But if it's taking you too long, if you're like 1, 2, 3 weeks in and you're still not seeing the results or just getting very few purchases at all, you definitely need to look into your funnel, look into your strategy, look into your ads and see where the bottleneck is. Understand your metrics, like click-through rates, understand that. What's your conversion rate? Is it your landing page? Is it your product? Is it the pricing? Look at the comments, see what people are saying. Why aren't they purchasing? Do you have lots of add to carts and no sales? Those are the types of things you want to pay attention to. Is it important for a brand to have a background story that can attach emotionally to the customer? Absolutely. That's one of the easiest ways to actually build, brand buy-in and loyalty. Like if there's like, a connection to the brand, whether it's giving back or whether it's, a founder story that's inspirational or just sharing more about the brand in itself, that's definitely going to result in more people actually wanting to make a purchase and feel more connected to the brand specifically. So those types of things work really well. Storytelling is a great aspect of that to increase your sales. What if I'm getting a lot of add to cart and no purchase? What could be wrong? If you're getting a lot of add to cart and no purchases, there could be a few things. One, your shipping times take too long. Two, your shipping costs too much. Three, your actual add to cart, whenever somebody adds a cart, if it takes them to a cart page and then they can't find the button to check out, that's an issue. If your add to cart then takes them to checkout and there's not enough payment options, or you're not offering email or phone for them to continue, or their information isn't saved because you're on Shopify, there's a lot of different things that can affect your overall conversion rate there. Your pricing is changing whenever they're adding to cart and going to the actual checkout page, or there's questions people have around the product before purchasing. We ran into a unique one where somebody had a product that was being promoted and they had an absurd amount of add to carts. It was like a 13% add to cart rate, but it was like a 0.8 conversion rate, and their landing page made sense. Everything was really making sense. The cost was fine. The shipping was in 2 to 3 days, but we noticed a lot of people actually had a ton of questions around how the product would be delivered, what the packaging would look like, and people were just wondering like how it worked in general. So they needed to put in an actual FAQ. So FAQ, sizing, there's a lot of skeptical things that people could have before purchasing, even though they might want the product. So sizing and all those different things definitely have an impact on your conversion rate. So look into those things if you have too many add to carts. The other thing is you could be optimizing for add to carts, getting a ton of add to carts. And if you're not optimizing for conversions, you're automatically, putting yourself at a disadvantage, because basically all those people are like wishers and dreamers primarily. They love adding things to cart. It's like a wish list. It's not even like a cart to them. It's just straight up wish list. I want this. I want that. I'm going to save this on another page. And they have all these items they think about buying in the future, but they never pull the trigger because either the financial wherewithal isn't there, or they just like looking at things and they never follow through because they get busy. So if you optimize for purchases, the algorithms are automatically going after people who are going to make a purchase because they have before on TikTok, they have before on Facebook. These are things that are proven to work. Overall, good question. I have $100 where I'm investing in school students. Investing in a course, a training, watch free YouTube videos. That's where I'd start. $100 is not, it's going to be really hard to launch a business just off $100. What you'd be good at is just looking at videos, investing that in your actual time. So that way you can get a lot of knowledge around what you're doing. Any tips on what kind of video to post to get clients for laser hair removal and aesthetic treatments on TikTok? Yeah, so the policy is tricky there. The policies are really tough on TikTok. So if you're going to be doing anything with like laser hair removal, I would look into the policy first around that, because medical devices and stuff like that is hard to sell on there. They're going to ban a lot of those videos. So one thing you could do is like showcasing somebody who went through the process, like what it looked like before and then the after, but not showing the actual device itself until the person actually visits the landing page and can actually look more into it. So you're going to have a high click-through rate. Conversion rates are going to be a little bit lower, but it's going to allow you to bypass a lot of the policy issues. Is wording important in making videos? Absolutely. It's incredibly important. Captions increase your overall conversion rate, lift your impressions. This is proven statistically to work. Adding text to your videos with a CTA is proven statistically to increase conversions and lift in impressions. Having your offer stated as a text in your video increases conversions. On Facebook, if you have the text in your images and you're calling out specific highlights, that's going to help increase your results. Live stream got paused for a second. I had the daily timer on Instagram. Even though we work in social media, we still try to keep ourselves in touch by having these little timers telling us we've spent too much time on social. If I create a story for my brand, how can I show the story to a customer? Like, how can I launch the story to get customers attracted? Yeah, we have a YouTube video on this. Go to our top converting ads videos. We have a part 1 and a part 2. The part 1 has over 20,000 views. People love that video. We made a part 2 recently. It didn't get as many views as we expected, but there's so much value in there. I definitely think you should check it out. It's a part 2 video to that. It's about twice the length, and it literally covers like how to articulate a perfect story in a TikTok ad and in organic videos as well. That works really effectively. We literally had somebody do 300,000 in sales from an organic video just by telling a story. Single-handedly, a founder's story sells out more accounts than any other type of organic post we've seen. And what I mean by that is the founder literally telling how they started the brand, showcasing their product either in a store, like they go into CVS and they're like, hey, here's our product. Now, if your product isn't in store, it doesn't matter. You don't have to do that yet. It could be at the warehouse. It could be when you're coming up with the product design. It could be about your unique experience with it. Showcasing the founder story on why you started the company is huge. Welcome, everyone. What budget would you recommend to start with TikTok ads? Yeah, so budgets are going to definitely be higher on TikTok. So we staircase our spend to make sure delivery happens. So it'd be like 20, 40, 60, 80 daily. So that's like 4 ad sets, 20, 40, 60, 80. So essentially you add up that, and that's essentially what we're starting with in daily spend to make sure that we know what threshold the ad spend is going to go out at. If it starts spending on the $20 daily, great. Then we don't have to set all of them at a higher budget and we can flatline it. But sometimes the $20 doesn't spend, so we have those staircases to see what spend level is going to be best to actually get delivery on. Welcome, everyone who's just now tuning in. How are you crushing it organically? It depends on defining crushing it. It could be views, it could be follows, it could be sales. We have clients doing a 1 million viewed video and getting like 3,000 sales. Doesn't sound like a lot, okay? But that's 0 ad spend. They repost that same video showcasing 2 different clips of their product, because a lot of times people get a viral video about their product, but it's so crazy because they don't even mention where to buy it. And 2, they don't even really show their product throughout the video that much, which makes so much sense to why it doesn't get as many sales as you would expect it to. If you use code TikTok at the end of your video, and you have your product placement throughout the video and a lot more clips, you're going to see that number 10x in actual size, and you're going to increase your sales dramatically. That same video reposted did less views, like 100,000 to 200,000 views, but did way more sales. We're talking, 15 to 30,000 in sales just from changes like that. We've done that with a lot of clients where the video doesn't go as viral after being reposted because you're adding a couple clips, but those extra clips result in more conversions. So your views might drop, but you're still getting an insane amount of views, but the sales dramatically increase. So with little effort and little changes, you can have a dramatically different outcome. So you kind of find the balance between those. You can get a viral video, great, views and follows. Repost that viral video with the more product placement or your services or going over that and showcasing it with a call to action like use code TikTok or visit here to make the purchase, and you're going to see a big difference in your sales. The founder story comparison videos are the next big thing. If you use a comparison video comparing your product to another product, whether it's price, whether it's ingredients, whether it's like the features of the product or the cause, those comparisons are great. And if you compare them to a big brand that's very known, you're going to result in even more sales because people are going to be like, hey, I know that brand that you're comparing it to, and your product does sound better. And your pricing can be much higher, and people are still going to buy. I literally see TikTok videos that our clients will post. Their pricing is way higher than their competitor, but everybody knows that big brand because they can handle much smaller margins and get their pricing down. But everybody still buys from them after seeing a video like that because there's just so much transparency, authenticity, and they're calling out certain things that the big brand does that most people don't realize. We've seen this in the makeup space. We've seen this in the consumer packaged goods space. We've seen this in the service-based business space. And it really does change the game in terms of your actual results. Are you using Spark Ads and scaling winners? Absolutely. Spark Ads, for anybody who doesn't know, Spark Ads are essentially TikTok ads that you can use and run ads from other creators' pages. You can also do it from your page, but essentially it runs a page from, let's say you paid an influencer and her name was Susie. You can run ads from Susie's page, and it looks like it's her page that's the one that's running ads. So there's more trust in influencers these days than brands a lot of times. It's not always the case. It definitely varies, but it's definitely a strategy worth testing. I can assure you that like when we're spending $300,000 a month or $500,000 on ads, like Spark Ads are the way to go because that's the only way you're going to maintain like an incredible pipeline for creative unless you have an in-house team that is literally breathing and making TikTok videos every hour of the day, because that much spend requires an enormous amount of creatives coming in on a weekly basis because of the refresh frequencies you have to be at. Can you talk a bit about the mentorship and mastermind program and what to expect when joining? Absolutely. So we have a one-on-one mentorship program, and essentially you get 8 one-on-one calls. They're 30-minute sessions. They're with Cameron, and he's one of our top media buyers at our agency, spending over 8 figures a year on TikTok and Facebook ads. And you also get a full year of calls with myself Mondays and Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Central Time. You join those calls. They're basically one-on-one done in a group environment. So essentially there's going to be multiple people on the Monday and Wednesday calls, but it goes in order of questions asked. So it's one-on-one. We go through your account, go over the changes, make everything. And then after we're done, we go to the very next person. Every person's questions get answered every single time. Everybody has enough time to get their questions answered. You're able to join weekly with results, and you're also able to get the one-on-one aspect of going through your account without anybody else on the call either. Nobody else is speaking at the same time. It's literally one-on-one. And you also have access to both our trainings and courses from the actual mentorship. If you do want to apply, you can go to the link in my profile, and then you go to coaching and then click on mentorship and scroll down and book a call with the actual team. And you can hop on a call and see if you want to apply and if it makes sense for you. It's a super effective way to get the exact amount of attention you need to be able to scale up your results and be able to achieve the numbers you want. Lots of people have joined at 0, hit their first 6-figure month. We've had lots of people go from 50 to 150 month, 70 to 140. We've had people join at 250K and double the revenue. And even people who have hit $1 million months pretty consistently. Cosmetic, medical related might get disabled. Yes, that is true on TikTok. That space is hard to get ads approved, but it's not impossible. You just have to read policies and know what to say and what not to say and what to show and what not to show. All right, we'll take a question from YouTube. Where are you based out of? I am in Fort Worth, Texas. Does TikTok work for B2B or only B2C? All right, so a lot of people don't realize this, but we work with so many coaches and B2B businesses and service-based businesses, but all of you love the e-commerce stuff and love to watch the e-commerce results. But nobody realizes like we work with just as many coaches and B2B businesses as we do as e-commerce, but we just don't show that side because everybody thinks it's boring or just doesn't get the views or the actual attention as e-com does. But on the B2B side, TikTok ads are absolutely crushing it. We're seeing the craziest results over there. We just had somebody book out 45 calls, 45 strategy session calls. If you're a coach or if you're in the B2B space and you do appointments, 45 calls in a single day booked across that entire week from their ads on TikTok. That's pretty crazy. And it was only $300 in spend. $300 to get 45 booked strategy session calls. It's not a lot of money if you're in this space. You know calls cost a lot more than that. And they booked out an entire calendar off of one day of running TikTok ads. We're also building lists literally daily. We have people spending $1,000 a day and adding over 1,000 email subscribers to their list. 80-cent leads. And their quality too. It's crazy. People are submitting their phone numbers, their emails. It's more relevant information. We have people running course ads over there and absolutely crushing it. And it's just crazy how many results you can get with TikTok and how relevant it is, because it's super authentic videos and it's a lot more cost effective. And if you have the right funnel, because TikTok gives you a lot more options on the lead gen side to add additional information, you can literally build your landing page on the lead gen form. So I'm talking about like your entire landing page can be built into the lead gen form, load instantaneously, and allow you to get incredible results. So if you're B2B, if you're a service-based business, if you have a coaching business, TikTok is crushing it. Do you also talk about finding UGC creators in the course? Absolutely. So we go over the TikTok creator marketplace, and that's essentially where you can find creators to create content for you. We've taught lots of individuals on how to set up the structure to get creatives. We have clients that are providing us, 20 to 50 pieces of creative a week. You don't even have to pay some of these creators. Some people just want product. There's so many people on TikTok that are just now breaking out and getting followings and starting to become like a creator. And it's amazing because they're getting results, but they haven't received a brand deal before. They don't have like managers or people who manage their, resources or do all the negotiation for them. So a lot of these people are literally like mind blown that they can receive a free product. Like it's never happened before to them. So they're absolutely amazed, and they make these videos and it only costs you what your product costs to ship it to them. Then there's going to be creators that go up in tiers where it's $50 to pay a creator to get a video. Then it's $250, then it's $500, then it's $1,000, $5,000, and it keeps going up based off the creator size, views, and, the actual edits they make. So there is a range, but we go over in the marketplace how to find these people, how to research, what to search, how to find them, and how to actually pay these individuals to get videos. All right, we're going to take another one from YouTube. Paid ads, how often? Not sure I understand that question. How soon should you see a result from organic posting? I wouldn't expect, just for expectations, every video is going to be different. TikTok is incredibly, it fluctuates all the time. You can't expect sales every video. You can't expect views every video. You're going to have to learn what your audience likes, what gets pushed out, because it hits new people every single time. Like it hits the For You page. You're reaching primarily new individuals all the time. So every video is going to have the chance of going viral just as much as it has the chance of not going anywhere. We've had videos that did 1,000 views on TikTok, posted to Instagram, goes viral. We repost again on TikTok, does nothing, post it to YouTube, goes viral. So the video, just because a video is already structured and it's a viral video, it doesn't always mean it will get those same views on TikTok, because if it pushes out to an audience that just doesn't care about it, it's going to limit the overall views. Now, to be more direct with your actual question, how soon should you see results from organic? If it sells, well, if you have a call to action at the end of your video, if you're getting, if you got 100,000 views on a video and it has a call to action to go buy your actual product, and all these people are commenting like, hey, where can I find this? Can I purchase this? That's, within a few videos, you should be able to get at least one person to purchase. It shouldn't be that hard to actually get a sell from your videos. We have somebody right now in the sunglass space that is posting videos and is literally averaging, $300 to $500 in sales per day from organic videos. And so if you're averaging that per day in sales from organic videos with no spend, well, that's basically like printing money. So all you have to do is just keep posting as many times per day as possible, and you're going to be racking up, potentially 3K a day just from 10 videos. And it's very scalable once you have the method down. Even with very low volume views, we're only talking about like 3,000 to 10,000 views. What makes your TikTok course different from others? I've seen a lot of courses on YouTube. We haven't done a lot of research on other people's courses. We've always designed everything based off of what we've done in our agency and managing results for clients and just having access to so many TikTok ad accounts. We always base it off of data. Everything we do is based off the actual analytics and numbers. I can't really speak for other people's courses, but I do know that we use so much research from the actual ad accounts we have. A lot of course creators out there are based off their own store, or it's based off their own one-time unique experience. And that's not very applicable to thousands of businesses. And with us having access to so many different accounts, we can see different strategies. We can learn exactly what's working and what's not. And since we're spending so much across the board on ads, and since we have access to so many different TikTok organic accounts, we start to notice what's actually following trends or what's consistently producing results. When we do this strategy multiple times, we know it works, or we know this style of creative has to be a specific way to actually get sales. So because of that, we're able to input all that information to the course and deliver information to you that has been proven time and time again to actually, drive results, drive sales, drive video views, drive followers. And that's why we have, so many people who've passed over 100K followers on TikTok. We have people who've done 40 million views. We've had people who've done 100 million views. We even have students who have done literally 1 billion views in actual TikTok viewership. It's insane to think how many views people are getting from the actual training. And it's all from the strategies, as well as people who've scaled up to $100,000 per month on TikTok ads. And we have lots of people who actually go through the training and learn a lot of strategies that they've never even heard of before. So that is a little bit about the TikTok Ads Mastery course. And you can check out the results. We post results daily on the stories, as well as if you go to the Instagram and you click on the little circle thing that says results, you can see all of those actual metrics as well as testimonials on the landing page. Is your TikTok course also interesting for the people who want to start a TikTok agency? Absolutely. It's going to teach you everything you need to know about running an organic page. It's going to teach you what creatives to advise on. It's going to teach you exactly how to manage the ads. So once you have the skill set, you can easily get clients every day of the week and build off of that. And TikTok is where it's at right now. What are the different audiences you target? It totally depends on your niche or industry. And you're going to have to figure out exactly what hashtags you're using, what individuals you want to go after, and input that information into TikTok and test. Every business is going to be different. Person said, like an ATM, LOL. How to pay the influencers and how many followers, how to calculate. Yeah, so in our course, we break that down as well, like what it makes sense to pay an influencer. A lot of times it's going to be based off views. I wouldn't go based off followers, because somebody could have 1 million followers and only get 1,000 views a video. That's very normal in a lot of cases on TikTok, believe it or not. You don't always reach your full following. So I would base it off of average view volume. And in the TikTok creator marketplace, it'll show you their average views over like a 30-day trend. So you can actually do the calculation. And I would just do a Google search as well. Like, what's the average? What are people paying on average per 1,000 views for influencers? And you'll see like $50 is like, somebody who's doing 10,000 to 100,000 views. And a lot of times you can go in, calculate that, and send that over. I'll show you one strategy. What we did with one brand is we tested the idea of offering people two options. Hey, we want you to make a video. Here's the script. Here's what style of video we want. You can be creative with it. We just need you to say 1 or 2 things like this. And we left the creative freedom up to them. And once they're done making the video, we asked them, do you want $30 or $50 for your video? So we literally asked them, do you want 30 or 50? And you wouldn't believe this. Almost 80% of the time, people chose the $30. People didn't even value their own video, because after they posted it, they would look at their view volume and they'd say, well, maybe I didn't make the best video, or, oh, I guess it could have been better, or this was my first time. And they would always opt for choosing the $30. And only a few people chose 50. And it wasn't a trick answer. It was just, do you want 30 bucks or 50 bucks? At the end of the day, we're going to pay either or, whichever one they ended up saying. But believe it or not, most people ended up choosing the lower option. So we found out that if we present 2 pricing options, there's no difference other than the actual price itself. A lot of times people opt for the smaller amount as a TikTok creator because they feel that they're still learning, and they're actually just thankful for the opportunity a lot of times. So they're actually being conservative, which is pretty amazing, because 1, it's saving you on cost, and 2, they're getting a learning lesson out of it as well, just by being able to create content. Lots of these people haven't done brand deals before. How do you do giveaways on TikTok to get followers? Giveaways are always tricky. It definitely works, but the policies will limit your reach. If you have people commenting, the video is going to get a lot of people to interact with it. You're going to have lots of comments, but the views are going to be lower than you would actually expect based off comment and like ratios, just because TikTok will pick that up and limit the actual reach it has. Would you recommend running add to cart first on a fresh TikTok ad account before running purchase conversions? Yes and no. You launch a purchase conversion first. If it doesn't spin, switch to add to cart. Then let it run for 3 days. Once you're getting add to carts, switch back to purchase conversions and see if it starts spinning. That's the easiest way to get it to actually deliver. We have a video on that as well. Thank you for the info, Heart. Absolutely. Thank you. I don't know if you know this, but which is the best place if you want to find out different brand styles? Like, some brands have pocket, some have zip, or some have unique styles? It's a good question. I'd go find trending websites. See what the most common trends are right now, like what's trendy with different styles. So that way you can see and do a lot of research, see what people are posting. Go to like big followed accounts and see what people are wearing. You'll start to notice a lot of the same things. You have to do a lot of industry research on that to see what kind of styles are heading into. Welcome everybody who's just now joining. We have lots of people tuning in. If I launch a brand, I want to target a unique audience. For example, my brand niche is luxury streetwear. I want to target people who want to look different from others and unique. Yeah, totally. So do different styled videos. Like there's a video on TikTok where you'll try on like 5 different outfits and all you're doing is snapping your finger, outfit change, snapping your finger, outfit change. Nothing's moving in the background. It's still the exact same spot. It's just like you're teleporting in between each outfit. You snap your finger, change your outfit. And there's so many different trends you can leverage from the TikTok trending sounds, where there's trending videos where people are like, using that for apparel hauls. Go follow a bunch of brands that do like the trending videos and trending sounds, and you can see how you can incorporate your actual outfits. There's even ones where you're looking, you clap your hand, you look to the left, you look back, and you're in a new outfit. So like those are different things you can do, and those are going to get a lot of views. What would you recommend? Okay, we just did that one. I started my add to cart campaign a day ago. I have 12 add to carts with 0 conversions. So did I switch to the complete payment objective? Yeah, if you started a few days ago, you have 12 add to carts, that's good. If you don't have any conversions, that's normal. It's an add to cart campaign. Switch it to complete payment. If it starts delivering, that's a good sign. My testing ad group got 6 sales in one day, but next day I got 0. Yeah, TikTok's very inconsistent, very normal to see those kind of results. Lots of times you'll get sales the first day, won't get any the next. It does take, up to 7 to 14 days, and it's a lot of trial and error with creative. A lot of times creative are a big factor. And then you'll get a video that works and you'll go like, let's say 7 days and you're doing 5, 6, next day 7 purchases, your ROI positive, 2x plus results and ROAS. Then the next day 0, then the next day 0, then the next day 0. It's almost as if your creative has literally died out entirely. And it's so weird, but it happens all the time on TikTok. They get fatigued very quickly. Or you'll have a creative that you scaled up for 2 weeks, crushes it. You then have to replace that creative, and you replace it and it doesn't do well, and you can never revive that campaign that was successful. And it's because that video style was just very effective and it worked very well. So you have to constantly have new creatives coming in weekly. Even if you're like on your best day on day number 7, it's going to have a downturn sooner or later. It's very hard to keep a creative alive. So you have to find new creatives constantly coming in. What to do if Facebook ads suddenly stop performing? I would first wait a few days to see if it comes back. If not, look at your creative. How long have you been running it? If not, launch new testing audiences if you know your creative's perfectly fine and nothing's really changed, or you just need a refresh. Any hashtags you recommend for product research? Yes. Hashtag TikTok made me buy. That's a good one to look up. Discovered on TikTok, TikTok for business. Those are going to have plenty of videos to find products on. We have lots of people tuning in. I think we just had that one. All right, we'll take one from YouTube. Are TikTok ads really a good place to learn? Or TikTok top ads? Yes, they also updated their top ads center. Now you can see the conversions people are getting. It's pretty crazy. You can literally see the conversion rate, purchase conversion rate. I'm not talking about like click-through rates anymore. TikTok has made it public. You can now see the data in people's ad accounts. Yeah, on their actual creatives. All you have to do is just click on the conversions on the top ads. And what's going to happen is it's going to tell you the conversions at any given point. Now, it's not the exact number of conversions. It's based on a percentile, but it shows you based out of 0 to 100. So if it shows within the first second of the video, on average, there's 100 conversions. It's not literally like an exact 100. It means like out of that scoring range, it's hitting 100 where lots of people are converting then, but you need to toggle between that and the click-through rate, because if there's not a lot of people clicking through in the first second, of course the conversion rate is going to be higher in some cases because not a lot of people are actually clicking through, but there's a high buy ratio. Whereas the click-through rates are extremely high towards the end of the video, but the conversions are also, in the medium level, but that's because there's so many people clicking through, not everybody converts. So you have to balance those two graphs when you're looking at it. So make sure to toggle between those to understand those overall results. Thank you for the live coaching session, Chase. Thank you. I really appreciate it. By the way, we have them in our mentorship, Ads Mastery Mentorship, every Monday and Wednesday. We do these live calls and we share screen, go over ad accounts every Monday and Wednesday. We do it every single week every year and actually break down the ad accounts. All right, we're going to take a couple more questions here. Is TikTok ads better than Google ads? Both platforms are great. It totally depends. TikTok is a lot of awareness base. You're going to have more awareness on this platform, and a lot of people are going to go to Google and make the search. Google ads can be very beneficial for the retargeting side, picking up those keyword search terms that people are typing in and making sure other competitors aren't stealing your brand name. That's an effective strategy that ties in together. So awareness on TikTok, retargeting, and retargeting on Google is great. Hey, Chase, I started my SMMA and my niche is watch dealers. Is it good? Yeah, we have a lot of watch clients that we work with on TikTok and Facebook ads. It's a good niche. I mean, it's certainly a small one for sure. But if you have a few, watch brands that you're working with, it's going to be very easy to break into other luxury niches. That was actually one of the very first niches I was in, was luxury watches. What are some good titles for the first 3 seconds of your video to catch people's attention? Great question. We just posted a video on this today. If you haven't, let me know in the comments if you watched the newest YouTube video. Comment down below if you watched that video. I want to know if you've seen it. If you haven't, let me know. We are going over the top editing hacks on TikTok. What to say in the beginning of your video, what to say at the end, what to say in the middle part, how to edit it, how to clip it, how to paste it, how to loop the videos to get more views and engagements. So definitely check out the video. We literally just published it. It's a brand new video as of today, just released an hour ago. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. Welcome everyone who's just now tuning in. Who else here has a clothing brand? I'm sure a lot of people have a clothing brand in here. We work with a ton, as well as there's a lot of people who check out the content. How to start making content for NFTs? I don't know. That's a question for somebody in the audience. What is the best strategy for fitness coaching services? Yeah, we work with a lot of people in the fitness space. The fitness space is fun. We have somebody doing $500K to $700K per month in the actual fitness space, all from TikTok. It's a DM strategy going from TikTok to other platforms. And they also book calls with their team. So posting videos of the routine, getting people to engage, actually offering if it's fitness advice for them to get fit, then making videos around different plans, how to actually structure the day in the lives, showcasing your lifestyle and what that's like. If it's about helping other fitness coaches, then you need to showcase the results, showcase the money people can make, showcase how they can do better, those types of things in the videos. Those are very easy ways to actually increase your actual results. Kyle said, nice, checking that video out today for sure. Awesome. Mark said he watched it. Great. Mark said he's here. He does streetwear. He's on YouTube for the person who asked that question on TikTok. Who else has a clothing brand? Have any conversion optimization tips? Yeah, turn off the most underperforming videos that aren't getting any sales. You want to turn off ads that aren't converting or getting any results, that are spending a lot of money. Turn off audiences that aren't getting any results or actually spending a lot of money. Those are the quickest ways to optimize. Take your best performing ad, make a few changes to it, and see if you can improve the results just from that. Is TikTok more oriented for younger audiences? Yes and no. There's already 1 billion people on the platform. So there's, not every, out of 1 billion people, not every single person is young. You can go to TikTok data insights and it'll showcase Gen Z, Gen X, and boomers, and go over the different generations for how they interact with TikTok, how they use it. Is their sound turned off for boomers more frequently than it is for other individuals? Is the text larger on their screen than it is for the younger actual generation? So these things dynamically change on people's phones, and you can get the research and data on this and see that. And yes, people are buying that are older on TikTok. Now, is it not as much as the younger audience? Of course not. But TikTok is definitely maturing, and there's a lot of people that are buying on TikTok right now. And a lot of people who discover. People will discover you on TikTok and do a Google search. Not everybody converts through TikTok. It's so crazy. A lot of times brands will be like, well, we're not really profitable. We're not getting a lot of results. But believe it or not, TikTok gets so much awareness and sells outside of the platform. People discover you on TikTok and will do the research later because they're super excited about it. And they'll just type it in on their laptop or they'll Google search it and actually move forward. But a lot of people don't realize it connects back to TikTok. So you always need a post-purchase survey to identify that, to see if people are actually going to Google or going to other platforms. But where they first heard about you is important because the conversion tracker might not pick that up. What is the best custom audience to create with TikTok ads, page views? All right, so we just spoke with our rep. We were talking about lookalikes and custom audiences. I'll share this with y'all. We were wondering that exact same question because there's more lookalike audiences you can create on TikTok than you can on Facebook. There's so many options for lookalikes and custom audiences on TikTok. It's almost like paralyzing to just see how many results in different ways you can create an audience on there, because they give you so many unique ways to adjust your audience that it's pretty overwhelming when you go in to create a custom audience. They told us that custom audiences right now are working only if you really have million plus size audiences that you're creating the custom audience off of. And that means if you have a retargeting audience of like 1,000 add to carts, it's not going to convert very well. And we've seen this a lot of times. It won't even spend, or it'll get very few clicks. But the video view retargeting audiences do good because they might have 1 million plus views, because you can get 1 million views rather easily on TikTok if you know the right strategies. So 1 million plus size audience, believe it or not, is the effective way to go. And that's because the algorithm hasn't fully learned yet. It needs a lot of data. You got to have a lot of testing going on. Whereas on Facebook, you can get away with only 1,000 conversions and create a custom audience, because Facebook over the years has just become so tuned in with their algorithm. They're really effective. This person said, very overwhelming for sure. Just trying to work through it now. Yeah, there's a lot of options. So definitely stick to audiences that are over 1 million plus in size. Is there any way to track customers through purchases from your profile from Spark Ads? Through your profile from Spark Ads? Yeah, I mean, if you have the Spark Ad connected on your actual TikTok ad account and you're optimizing for purchase conversions, it should go through if that's what you're asking. It will track if you have the tracking code set up. All right, we'll take one to two more questions. Or you can sell to older people as well on TikTok. Yes, that is very true. How do you make your video pitch? We just released 2 videos on this. One today that's going over the editing style of your actual video, how to actually orchestrate and structure the video. And then we just released one last Friday, which goes over the ad part 2 for how to create a high converting ad. And that goes over how to structure it. We have so many more questions. We won't be able to get to everyone. Thanks for the info, brother. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I'm going to take one more question. Let's see. Thank you. Yep, absolutely. Let's scroll up here first. One of these other questions. Welcome, everyone. How many types/techniques do you teach for scaling TikTok ads in your course? All right, yeah, we'll leave it on this. How many types/techniques do you teach for scaling TikTok ads in your course? For scaling, there's really only a few ways that we go about increasing results. We do break down the audience structure of an ad account that was spending $300K per month. So we give you a pretty large example. We also break down an ad account that's doing like 10K per month, 20K per month. So that way you can see like the $100 daily spend, $1,000 daily spend, the $30,000 daily spend structure. And it shows how the structures vary per platform. So that way you can get a good idea. So there's a few different strategies you can use for scaling and how many creatives are needed in each, because the creative actually varies widely whenever you're scaling. Whenever you're scaling up, if you have 1 to 2 creatives and you're trying to go to 1,000 a day, your campaigns are going to cut out very quickly. So there's a lot of different things that go into that for sure. Hitchum said, hope you can answer my question. Hitchum, where is your question? Is it up high on YouTube? I don't see your question, Hitchum. If you want to re-ask it, you can. All right. Well, thank you all for joining the live stream. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't checked out that new YouTube video, you definitely should. And feel free to DM me after this live. If you have any additional questions, you can DM me TikTok. You can reach out. I'm in the DMs, happy to answer questions and help you out as well, direct you to different websites for strategies also. Open targeting or interest stack. Both of them. Test both those. Budget. Now everybody's asking a lot more questions before we go. Budget 20, 40, 60, and 80. We staircase the spend. All right, everybody's asking so many questions now. Do you do done for you with your service? Yes, we have an agency, Chappell Digital Marketing. We offer agency services that is done for you. And we're also going to be releasing a influencer management service here pretty soon. Don't hold me to it, but we have been building out the strategy and have been getting pretty effective at going over that. So we are considering making that a service that people can have, because creatives are just so heavy on TikTok. It does require an enormous amount of time to get that done, and brands are underestimating how much creative you truly need and how much testing you have to do. Real said, what do you like more? Open audiences and automatic targeting. Those work way more frequently. If nobody's tried automatic targeting, you should. It's really effective on TikTok. I just joined. Yeah, no worries. Awesome. You can play this one back on YouTube if you want to rewatch the live stream. Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Really appreciate it. Happy Friday. Have an amazing day. Make some more money on TikTok and have a lot of fun. Cheers, y'all. Have a great weekend.